Welcome to this message of encouragement. Today I'm going to be answering a question. Several people have been asking me, why am I doing these videos and posting them on Facebook? Well, I wanted to share the reason that I'm doing this because I think it would be an encouragement to you. Actually, it's two reasons why I'm doing these videos. The first reason, my grandmother was a school teacher, and she taught within the Stokes County school system as well as the Rockingham County school system. Several that's on my Facebook friends list actually had my grandmother as a teacher. Her name was Annie Lawson. But anyway, my grandmother, she when I was in junior high, after she had retired, and we were studying about the Great Depression, I remember asking her, well, how do y'all live, back during the Depression? Because my grandma was like 21 or 22, had just gotten married, and like I said, she told me, she was a school teacher, and of course during the Great Depression, if you don't remember, the stock market crashed. There was no money. And within the school systems, there was just no money available, and all of the schools, every school in every state shut down because of lack of funds. However, and you can Google search this, I'm not just telling you this, the state of North Carolina did not shut down any schools during the Depression. People like my grandmother went to work every single day without pay. All the teachers in North Carolina, like I said, they kept these schools open, and each teacher went to work every single day and did not receive pay. They also later on did not receive recognition for their contribution. At the end of the Depression, they didn't get together with all the teachers in North Carolina and throw a big banquet for them. They actually went unrecognized. And when my grandmother was telling me this story, she wasn't telling it, to be, trying to boast or anything. This was their way of life. During the Depression, it was a really bad time, and these teachers wanted to make a great contribution. To be part of something great, the greater good of mankind. And they knew that if they didn't go to school and teach, that the students would, they would get no education. So to the teachers, education was extremely important for the people of North Carolina. And they wanted to make sure that the students, did receive that education. And that's something, like I said, it was just a normal everyday occurrence, something that my grandmother would just do. That's the kind of person that she was. And the people that lived back then, that's the kind of people that they were. They were all about making a contribution, doing something great for the good of all mankind. As some of you may remember, some of your families were farmers, and back in those days, they always helped each other. Say if there was a hardship, or someone didn't have food, or someone died, the community, that particular community would get together, and they would go and prime the crops for these people that had just lost a loved one. Or like I said, even during the Depression, these little small country stores, they remained open, and they were letting the people, when they got their supplies, they were letting the people have credit, pay me when you can. And so these people made just a great contribution to during a time of severe hardship throughout the country. And I'm just saying that's something that each one of us should be proud of, because I know that this happened within your family too. Your family just may not have talked about it, because that's just the kind of people that they were. They helped other people. Other people's well-being was very important to them, as well as for themselves and their family. They cared. That's just the kind of people that that we're descendants of. We're descendants of really, really good people. And it's just such a shock and such a shame, the way that people are acting today. But anyway, like I said, my grandmother, her contribution was just, I always remembered that. And back when this pandemic, started, that's what, I wanted to do. I wanted to contribute something positive, something uplifting, because the people were beginning to fight amongst themselves. People are out making fun of other people who are trying to protect themselves and their family. And it's just, it's just a really bad situation. I wanted to contribute something very uplifting and positive. And so that's, why I wanted to do these videos. And, in all truth, the main reason is, is because I would like for people to turn back to God. Because God is the only one that's going to stop this pandemic. It's going to, help our economy, heal our land. And so I'm just, I know I keep going on and on and on in my videos about asking people to turn back to God. But like I said, God is the only one that's going to see us through. And it's going to take a nation of people, not just a few Christians crying out to God or praying for help. It's going to take an entire nation to change from their wicked ways, to care about other people, to care about other people's well-beings, and to love other people, to love thy neighbor as you love yourself and your family. So that's really the the main reason that I really wanted to do this, was to ask people to to turn back to God. That God gives us truth. There is truth in the Bible. If you will read your Bible, there is truth that it lets you know exactly what's going on today. You don't have to rely on the news media. You know that's they're just putting out a lot of lies and misconceptions and confusion. But the Bible is not doing that. The Bible will tell you exactly what's going on today and exactly where we're headed if we don't have a change of heart. And just that's what I'm asking people, to turn back to the Bible. The Bible has that truth. It applies to us today, right this very minute. The Bible tells us how people are going to be selfish, self-centered, caring nothing about no one except themselves or their family or their good time. And like I said, there's just so much truth in the Bible, and that's where people need to seek their truth. And also to pray to God for wisdom. He will give you that great wisdom so you can see this evil agenda that's out here before us. Satan's agenda is not hidden. It is not hidden at all. It's right in our face. And like I said, if you will pray for wisdom, read your Bible and pray for wisdom, the Lord will lead you to some of these company sites that will show you even more truth as to where we're headed worldwide. And it's exactly where we're going. So like I said, I encourage people to read their Bible, and especially to pray for other people, especially our leaders and those that are in positions of authority, that are in jobs that are in a greater position of authority, above a general labor or something like that. But people are needing prayer, because prayer is powerful and prayer changes things. And that turning back to God and praying to God is the only thing that's going to boost our economy, have our economy thriving again, to stop this pandemic, this madness that has just been sent out amongst the people. So like I said, these are the two reasons why I wanted to to put these videos out. Like I said, I want to be contributing something positive. I don't sit around and grumble and complain and make fun of other people. I'm always thinking of ways of how I can do or say something that's positive or uplifting to someone else. And I know that there are others of you out there who are working every day, who are, making a great contribution, and you should be commended for that. And I just ask again that you just, please continue to pray, especially for our leaders and for the lost, and that, the Lord will, help us in this situation and rescue us from this madness that's amongst us. So I hope this video has been uplifting to you, encouraging to you. I hope this video has encouraged you to look back at your parents and your great-grandparents and grandparents and great-uncles, and to look back at what they did and how they lived. Because I know that they didn't live selfish or self-centered. And hopefully, that will inspire you to want to change. to care about the well-being of other people, and to contribute something during this hardship, that you'll be proud of later on to tell your great-grandchildren or great-great-grandchildren to do. I'm just encouraging you to do something to contribute to the greater good. So, God bless and stay safe.